Now to a drama about love, betrayal and intrigue. And I'm not talking about the latest soap on ITV, but a new play starring two former soap stars. The world premiere stage adaptation of Death Comes to Pemberley is about to go on tour. Let's take a look.
I wonder what trouble you think I would bring to the ball.
You barely set foot on the Pemberley estate this evening, and we have a man lying dead in the gunroom.
Gentlemen, and which one of you is the dead man? Cannot have the world know that Georgiana Darcy was once in love with the terrible George She was never in love!
Oh, that's got all the passion you'd expect for some kind of Bridgerton-style thing, right? But you two, thanks for coming in. Just to remind you, James and Todd, you played Martin Fowler in EastEnders, and you were Stephen Reed in Corrie.
That's right, yes.
Is this a bit of a gear change for you, this play?
Well, not for Todd. He's a seasoned. You love this stage acting. You've got a hell of a CV.
Well, you're talking about today about in soaps you have to discard the lines that you've memorised because you need more space in your brain, and this is you've got to retain the lines. So it's an interesting process.
Yeah. I mean, it's been just over 10, maybe nearer 15 years since I've been on stage. So it's completely, stepping back into the issue.
He's classically trained. They're swooning in the aisles over this Darcy.
I tell you what, though, Mr. Darcy, that's big shoes to fill, isn't it?
Yes, of course. Yeah, the guys that did it on screen, the Colin Firths and the Matthew McFaddeens. I just have to sort of put that out of my mind and just try and do our own thing. And unfortunately, we've got like such a talented cast surrounding us, so you can sort of lean on those as we go through the run. So
what's the play about?
It imagines Pride and Prejudice 6 years later. P.D. James wrote a novel apologising in the preface to Jane Austen about tampering with that story. And a murder takes place on the estate, doesn't it? And so he's playing Darcy, and Jamie Rose Duke is playing Elizabeth, but their life has suddenly been turned upside down. And the famous George Wickham comes back into play with his complications. So, yeah.
And what's your character like? Is it a goodie or a baddie?
He doesn't suffer fools, does he? I mean, he's the magistrate who lives on the neighbouring property. Darcy's a magistrate, but I've got to try to investigate this murder.
Yeah. Hardcastle drives the plot in a sense because he's the one trying to investigate who it was, and as a family, the Darcys are sort of torn apart, and it's about them sort of how do they come together to solve this murder, and it's got it all. It's Jane Austen. It's a murder mystery. It's soap actors coming out
it's funny. I mean, we get our laughs, which is beautiful.
You two both were killed off in your respective soaps, weren't you? You were killed off when the old Vic went up in flames. That was that live episode, wasn't it? What was that like to be in?
Well, yeah, if anything, it sort of gave me the bug to come back and do more live. It was a wonderful starter to come back on and do stage again. So slightly different audience sizes, but still, it was a wonderful experience. Something I'll probably never get to do again.
Oh, I'm in awe of him. I've watched EastEnders since 35 years, and I when we first met, You Live had just gone to air, and I was just. If they say if you can do soaps, you can do anything, and certainly if you can do a live soap, you can do anything. I mean, it's extraordinary.
Were people quite pleased when your character got killed off?
No. Yeah, I think they were actually. Yeah. I kept killing people, and I think the audience was frustrated that I wanted justice. They wanted justice, and I finally got it.
And that was that. Well, thanks very much indeed for coming in and telling us about it. Death Comes to Pemberley is going to tour places like Windsor, Guildford, Bromley and Richmond. So
that's right. We open in Windsor next week. Yeah. So
I hope it goes really well. Good luck with it all.
Great. Thank you very much
indeed.